COP26 is an opportunity in November for leaders over the world to come together to talk about climate change and hopefully come out with some real action that's going to make a real difference.
Well, it'd be interesting to see what's discussed and what comes up. I'm all for these kind of get-together discussions, but I'm also about action and output. It's very well big people getting together into a room, big powerful people getting together, and people that can make a difference being in that place is great if they choose to do so.
I'm really hopeful because young people have taken it up, young people understand, they're far more motivated to do things to help the environment.
I think I'd like to see tougher targets set in terms of carbon reduction and actual decarbonisation, not just leaving it up to people to make those choices themselves, but actually creating the sort of environment where it makes sense for businesses, for industry, for governments to do the right thing and drastically cut their carbon emissions.
What I'm hoping from COP26 is for there to be much more stringent targets for the big polluters. We've shown that capitalism in itself is an issue. I think during COVID it's really opened our eyes to some of the inequalities that exist within society.
COP26 will affect all the areas of the UK and internationally, but Calderdale, because we are quite a big climate area, if that makes sense, of everything we do and the way it affects us.
I'm hoping that during COP26 there's going to be a real focus from the media, because it's happening in the UK, to talk about the situation with climate change with honesty and talk about really the scale and pace of, and urgency of the challenge, so that hopefully it can kind of come into the national conscience a bit more.
Particularly up north, I think the whole area needs investment, needs some incentive and needs a push, and it can't just be words at a conference, it has to be an actual actionable output from there that someone, you know, keeps to their promise and delivers, which doesn't happen too often.
Local authorities are doing amazing work. Regional government is coming up with, is really prioritising climate action, but national government needs to support that. So we need that real support from national government, and I'm hoping that that's going to come out of COP26.
It's not just about throwing money at it, although that is important. It's about getting that policy right, it's about changing priorities, and it's about moving towards a model of building things and changing it towards a more greener and fairer society, because that's what people want. Climate change is the issue of our time, and it's clear that we need to make fundamental changes to society to get there. So I do have hope for it. I think there's still a ways to go, but yeah, roll on November.